All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. It's Tim again from loudmouthtim.com. Back to make another little video for you. I'm using the webcam in my new laptop, which is a Dell Latitude E5570. And from what I've read, I think this is a 2 megapixel camera. And it looks to be pretty good. I like the way the colors look here on my screen for me. But the big news is I am back. I'm back here from Los Angeles, back here in Pittsburgh. I can't tell you what a letdown that is. Anyhow, I had my 9-day vacation in Los Angeles, and it went very well. Everything went according to my plans, didn't have any major problems, stayed within a decent budget, and I had a good time. $1,700 got me 9 days out there. Flight, rental minivan, food, fuel, everything, all in. $1,700 for 9 days. I took out my list I made, and yeah, I got just about everything down on my check marks here. Places I wanted to go, things I wanted to do. I didn't go to the Burbank Studios tour, I've been on that before, so I didn't imagine it would be a whole lot different. And after I was on a plane back, I was thinking, oh man, I didn't drive out into the Hollywood Hills and see expensive houses as much as I wanted to. Oh man, I didn't drive through downtown LA. Oh man, I should have done this. Oh man, I should have done that. That's all right. Next time I go out there, I'll do that again. I'll do it that time. So overall, as I don't know if I told you not on the previous stream or not, but here was my RV for the trip, a 17 Dodge Grand Caravan. And it was okay. It served its purpose well, but the seats were not as comfortable as I hoped they would be. It had those fold-down armrests on each seat, and now they would get in the way too much for me. The first couple of nights were kind of rough sleeping in there. After that, I got more used to it, and things went pretty well. I saw all kind of stuff out there. Gasoline prices out there are crazy. Here in Pittsburgh, you can pay around $2.80 a gallon for 87 octane. Out there, it's more like $4.20. I saw gas prices for cheap gas anywhere from $3.77 to $4.50 out there. Apparently, they actually voted for and approved more gasoline taxes to pay for road improvements. Oh man. When I lived there before, LA gas was usually 40 or 50 cents more per gallon than Pittsburgh. Now it's a full dollar and then some, depending what area you are in. No way. I was spending $60, $65 to put a tank of gas in a minivan. And that was not fun. Here, I don't know how you can see that. No way. Makes me like having my Tesla Model 3 all that much more. I ain't paying that anymore. But let's see. I went to the let's see, where did I go? I went to the Getty Villa, the Getty Museum, Hollywood, Santa Monica Beach, Santa Monica Pier, Venice Beach, out to Malibu, and Griffith Observatory. I think I was actually there twice. And a whole lot of places in between. One of my rules when I'm on vacation is there are no dietary restrictions. You can have whatever you want. And boy, did I. I got into a pretty good routine right away on my vacation. I would get up in the morning and go to my local LA Fitness on Victory Avenue in North Hollywood. And I would get my shower and everything in the morning. I'd come on there all ready to go. Okay, we're out here in Los Angeles. Time to do something with this day. Where are we going? What are we doing? Who are we going to see? And usually one of my first trips in the morning was to go to one of the local 7-Elevens. And so I'd get a large coffee, I'd get a pack of gummy worms, and some buffalo wings to start off my day. I went to In-N-Out Burger at least 10 times in the 9 days I was there. I went to Chick-fil-A and some other places too, because when you're on vacation, there's no diet restrictions. Here is a sunset over Santa Monica Pier. And let's see, what else can I show you? Well, here's the actual Ferris wheel. How well can you? I keep moving the camera the wrong way. Oh, here's one of my funniest things I saw out there. If anyone has tracked down my Facebook page, I have this in there along with other photos. A corporate-approved sign from 7-Eleven saying, "Don't feed the animals. Don't give money to the homeless people there." And I say the same thing. Throw them all out. Do like the Sheriff Joe Arpaio did. Make a tent city out in the middle of the desert and put them all in there. That's where they get to live. If they can't live on their own and have a job and pay their own bills, throw them all out. They are so stupid. They live in one of the most expensive places to live in the country. And they're crying about they ain't got no money, they ain't got nothing. Well, yeah. Why don't you go work on a farm in Kansas and sleep in the barn? Here was some idiot driving his car down the street, totally packed full with all kind of junk tied on the back of it. I looked, there's a few more pictures on my phone as I got alongside of him. I looked in the passenger window, the passenger front seat, and to the level of the dashboard, it was totally filled up with empty plastic cups in there. How did he ever not get pulled over for that? That wouldn't work too well here. And here's another one. I went to a 7-Eleven one evening, again, like for coffee and gummy worms and buffalo wings or whatever. And I saw a lady sitting in a gray minivan. And along the passenger side door, she had a bunch of things propped up in there to kind of cover over so you couldn't see in the window. And looking back into the back of the minivan, there was just a whole bunch of junk in there. And I didn't think anything of it, really, until I was leaving. And when I was leaving, I was pulling up behind her, and I noticed, that's why she has all this stuff propped up in there, because there's no door. Oh, man. The stuff they get away with out there. In California, there's no safety inspection for your car. All you have to do is pass emissions, and you can drive any pile of junk on the road. And they do. That would not work here in Pennsylvania. And here's the Hollywood sign from Griffith Observatory. Yep. Let's see, no one's in my stream yet. Well, I didn't pre-announce it. Here is this is, oh man, my last day I was out there. This is the sun rising over my old apartment on the 15th, November 15th. That's a good picture to use for a computer desktop screen. Oh, man. 9 days all gone by, and now it's time to go. Well, that happens. The time runs out eventually. But I really enjoyed the trip, had a good time. And if any of you are going to LA, what can I suggest? Really try to drive around and see as much as you can. Don't get stuck in one place the entire time. I had different schedules for different days. I made it a point I wanted to walk on the beach between Venice Beach and Santa Monica Pier at low tide. It's better at low tide because the ground is really flat. If you go at high tide, you're walking along the side of a steep hill of sand. But that worked out well. I walked all the way from Santa Monica Pier down to the end of Venice Beach, and according to Google Earth, that was 2 miles. I walked all the way down, and I walked all the way back. Actually, one day I went halfway down to one big white building, And then the next day I came up from the Venice Beach end up to that same building and went back. So I got the full trip. And I was surprised. I was looking on Google Earth afterwards and wow, that was 2 miles. Let's see. That's closer to Santa Monica Pier than the Venice Beach side, but see how flat it is? Makes it a lot easier to walk in. So, what's the plan now? Well, I'm back here and back to work and doing things around the house, and we are in winter time. I came back, and the next day we had frost on the ground. I was like, oh man, it was 80 degrees yesterday. We have a high of 40 today. So, well, that's about all I can say for this stream here. I'm back to work here, doing my things here, getting the bills paid, making the money. That's about all for now. I'm going to make a few more videos here. Tesla just released their new Cybertruck. I got some things to say about that, but I'll make that a separate video. All right, that's all for now. See you later on. Let me hit the end broadcast button here on my StreamYard app on my computer through the Chrome browser. And that's all for today. And the broadcast.